Alright guys, we're back in another video. I'm not sure how I'm going to record this video. It's kind of the same as the Superjet video. I split that one somewhat up into two videos, but basically we're taking this, I think it's an 05 SXR, 04 SXR. This is my dad's original boat, called the Barbie Dream Ski. This is what I grew up kind of seeing around my family because he always rode it, but yeah, it's an 05 or 04 SXR. We call it the Barbie boat. Everyone made fun of him because it was blue with a flake in it, which you can't see because it's so dirty, and a pink bottom. It's got footholds in it, some freestyle grab handles in the hood. Nothing special. We never used them, but it's got a factory pipe with a Ninja chamber on it. 88 head. I don't think any special domes. I think it's still running 150 psi. Buckshot carbs, poison rad valve intake. It's propped, girdled head, or girdled kit on the head. I don't think there's anything done internally on the e-box. Definitely was not ported. It's still a stock motor. It's got an RP pull on it, bars, quick turn plate. It's got a TBM ride plate. Not sure on the intake, probably an R&D if I had to guess, but this has been his maiden voyage for years, and it's just time to upgrade. There's really no reason to it. It's been a really good boat for us. Just getting old, paint showing its age. We've talked about repainting it, talked about redoing the bottom half of the boat, but we ended up stumbling across this 2010 local. Right down the road from us, probably like half hour away, not even. Super clean, low hour machine. There's some scratches up in the stickers, and other than that, the bottom of the boat is beautiful. Some older gentleman built the boat for himself, and all he did was put a pipe on it, and that's it. He had a brand new prop in a box still, never even put it on it. Had a stock intake rate, stock ride plate. So we bought it and instantly swapped the ride plates and rode it for a season. So put like an R&D ride plate and intake rate. I think I threw sponsons. No, I never did. But all we did was just put powder coated part on there, and I put an exhaust explosion fitting on it. Other than that, this boat's pretty stock. It's got bars and grips, and I think I put a blowsion throttle on it. But again, this boat is really, really clean, unmolested. So our plan is to put all of my dad's aftermarket parts into this boat, and I think this pipe is just going to go back into the other ski. We're going to keep his Ninja chamber. Not quite sure. We want to put a stock exhaust on this one to sell it and keep the B pipe for either spare or to sell it someday. It's harder and harder to come by the original chambers, but it's even harder to come by these. These chambers are more desirable because they can fit in Superjets, X2s, FX1s, 800s, blasters, whatever you want. They were made for blasters back in the day, but all you got to do is dent them. They fit in anything, pretty much. So anyways, I'm going to jump into it. Probably do a time lapse on this boat, ripping it out, and go from there. I don't really know what's going to be entailed. I haven't worked on an 800, ripping it down to a bare hole in a while, so we shall see, and do it together. All right, so I ended up doing a little bit off video. Ended up taking the motor out of this guy last night and yanked the pole off of it. Along with that, we took the pole off of this guy, and I just finished cleaning the inside of these. Someone did paint this inside, but for the most part, it's clean. This one's also clean. That's not mold, it's just it drying once it's wet. I don't know what's wrong with Cowies, but anyways, this boat, I also took the gas tank out, cleaned it, cleaned the foam to the best of my abilities. It's just gross. Swapped water boxes, so there's a stock box back in there. The TDR for this guy is on the ground right there. Oh my god, I got ran over. TDR. So that will be going back in here. Foam is cleaned on this one, sitting on the trike. And then gas tank will be going in. Put the pole on there. So this is the little update. Had to remove all these, but the next step will be getting the RP back on this guy, foam in, water box, gas tank, and then I'll be switching pumps. All right, so as of right now, the next step into this build is ripping these heads off. So we plan on putting this motor out of the 2010 back into the 2010, but we just got to put all the aftermarket parts from the 04 or 05, whatever the Barbie boat is, onto this motor. So I preemptively broke all these, acorn nuts free, which is gone now. So we're gonna rip the heads off of both machines. Once both heads are off, the sad thing is, it really isn't a sad thing, but to get the girdle kit off of the other motor, you actually have to split the jugs from the cases. I could show you when I get to that step, to be honest, to further explain it, but basically the nut is bottoming out under the exhaust manifold right here to actually get the girdle kit off. It's not like a Yamaha that you could just run them straight down to the cylinders with rods, the way these cylinders are shaped. So I'm going to go from there. This bracket is also going to come off. Don't need this on this motor. Basically, while it's on the bench, everything that doesn't need to be on here is going to get pulled. And after all this stuff, we're going to rip the we'll do a leak down test once all the gaskets are on to make sure everything is proper again and there's no leaks. So with that being said, we will jump back into it once we are set. And I'm done killing my dog as she's eating paperwork. All right, so all the nuts are off this, all 14 acorn nuts and 14 washers. So this is the first time I've taken this head off. The head was installed. It's upside down, that explains a lot. 2010 was when this head was made. They are all dated. So in theory, this head was probably bought in 2009 or 2008. No, it was bought in 2010, probably installed 2010, 2011. So domes look pretty damn good. A little carbon buildup, which isn't bad. Water jackets, you could tell this is a freshwater boat. We never ran it in salt. So that one's off. This one, I'm gonna leave the washers, or maybe not. Probably not a smart idea. And again, I'm leaving separate piles for all the hardware. All of the acorn nuts, not all of them, I think 10 of them out of the 14 on the Barbie Dream Ski motor, which is the one with all the mods on it, was what am I getting at? All the acorn nuts, 10 of the acorn nuts, geez, were actually stainless steel, so they're no longer rusting. I'm gonna grab a mallet really quick. Rubber dead blow, if I can get one. Give this a quick little tap. I thought these were metal head gaskets. Yep. These domes look really good too, which is a good sign. We've never split this motor at least. So there's one good score right there, but it's catching my nail. Let me rotate this over slowly. That one's not bad either. This motor really isn't that bad either. I don't even remember how many times this motor's been rebuilt. But, I mean, it's got some water scoring. So, not horrible though. Yeah. I don't know what... Ow. That hurt. Just pinched my fingers. This has some marking. I think it's 0.5. Grab a wire brush. Just made it impossible to see, but I think these are 0.5 over. So these are definitely stock. But all right. I guess the next step is to clean all these surfaces without getting all this crap inside of the cylinders. It's got a lot of water in it all over here, but all right, yeah, I'll clean these and touch base. All right, so here's the update. Kind of stressed, so to speak, but I had to take the exhaust manifold off, carb intake off, which both were going to come off anyways. Just freed up the cylinders that they could wiggle up now, but now I got to do it to this motor. So boys and rad valve setup's going to come off, and this manifold, and then all the jug bolts are going to come off. At this point, I'm contemplating dropping the heads back on for now and buying crank seals. I feel like it'd be the smartest idea to fully regasket these motors. At the same time, I don't know. Like, if they weren't leaking, do I do it? They are 15 something years old now, so I don't know, it's tough. But this is where I'm at. I'm gonna spin this motor really quick and start ripping these carbs and intake off. Again, not too worried. It's just kind of stressful. So I guess we're just going into it. Okay, carbs are pulled and the rad valve intake is pulled. This thing is actually looking really clean, to be honest, other than like some of the corrosion dust that fell onto it, but these reeds still look good as new. So no daylight was coming through them. This manifold's gross. You'd think that they would give you some stainless steel screws for how much money you're paying for this thing, but whatever. So I just shoved some brand new rags in there. This I didn't shove anything into because there's no way really of anything getting in there. I'm still holding off to pull those until we get the jug situated, but this is the update. And yeah, like I said, I'll just keep bouncing back in, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm still pretty sick doing this. I I don't know why it never bothered me working on my Superjet motors, but I guess when it's my dad's, it just, it sucks seeing it getting torn apart and a little nerve-wracking at the same time. So I'll bounce back in once, I don't know, I guess the jugs are off. So